Kaz, thanks for chatting to us. We have to start by the big milestone you hit against Sunderland, 100 appearances for the club. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I'm very happy about that. Obviously, it's a nice round number to get to, so that's. I think I was a little bit anxious about it when I think you may have told me a few weeks before, but yeah, to actually be able to reach the hundreds, kind of have my family and some of my friends there as well was actually just really, really lovely. And then yeah, it was a really nice day, and Blues made a nice occasion of it, so it was a real proud moment for me. And my mum got some flowers, so she's very happy.
And you became only the 9th player in the professional era to reach that number. How proud does that make you to be part of such a prestigious 100 club and some of the Blues legends that are involved in that, like Kaz Carney, for example?
Yeah, I got some really nice messages from a lot of the people that are in the 100 club already. So it was really, really surreal actually to see kind of those people that actually, unfortunately, kind of probably hadn't got that recognition at the time, but they've been club legends and have achieved so much at the club in such an important period for Blues. So to kind of see those players and be somewhere near them just because of the numbers that I got to is pretty cool. So hopefully there'll be more people to join that club soon.
And about 90 minutes before kick-off against Sunderland, Louise Quinn handed you the armband. I imagine that made it a bit extra special for you.
Yeah, we had a bit of a laugh about it because she tried to give me the armband, and I was just like, I don't actually want to do it today, which the girls found was quite funny. But it was just, there was a lot going on that day, and I didn't really want to change anything from normal because we'd been doing so well. But then, yeah, it was a really special moment for the girls, and they'd obviously said some really nice words, and then Lou tried to give me the armband as well, so it was very sweet of her.
And I know your family were there in their numbers.
Yeah.
How important has their support been to you throughout your career?
Yeah, I mean, my parents especially, obviously, there's been times when they were kind of commuting and taking me to training at whatever time of the day, mostly evenings when they had work themselves. So, and they've also got 3 other daughters, so to kind of be that committed to helping me play football at a good level was obviously really special for them. And then my sisters, who probably when I was younger hadn't seen me play as much, but now have seen me play quite a lot of times. And then my nieces and nephews, who were my mascots on the day. It was just really lovely, and hopefully they can remember that sort of moment. And then even if they can't, we've got some really nice pictures and videos to show them when they're a bit older. But it's just a really lovely moment for me and my family.
And what have some of your highlights been from your time at the club?
Highlights at the club. I think one that's recent is when we beat Arsenal last season. That was obviously just like a really enjoyable time to play alongside some of the players that I've played at this club, and kind of seeing where they are now and how they're competing. And there's people that are European champion winners now, so kind of to be able to be around those players is really special. When we played Chelsea, I think it was in my first year, Chelsea away, and we beat them at home 3-2. That's a really special moment. I remember Lucy Quinn shinning it into the top corner, so that was great. Yeah, there's probably too many to count. I probably remember more of the defensive things rather than the times that we've won too much. So, yeah.
And you've only played for 2 clubs during your career. That shows incredible loyalty. What makes you want to stay at clubs for so long? Is it more than just football for you? Is like the relationships that you build and how settled you are in an area? Yeah,
I think there's not so many players that stay at one club for a prolonged period of time. Obviously, people need to move on for whatever reason for their career. For me, it's just fitted, and it's just been right that when I was at Reading before, I'd been there for a long time, and I progressed with the club, and I got promoted through the WSL2 at the time, and now the WSL, and kind of competed there. So that was the right thing for me to do at the time, and I felt comfortable and I was supported. And then obviously had a change, and now at Blues, same sort of thing. I felt really supported, especially off the pitch with supporting with my studies, and that's kind of something that I don't think many clubs, if any club really in the top 2 flights in the country, would really support quite well with. So I'm just really fortunate to say that I've been supported, and that's why I've been staying so long. And now we're getting better and better, and kind of my football, I feel like we're really coming along in our terms of our football, so that's been really good too.
Perfect. And if we bring it on to recent games, we obviously had an amazing win on Sunday against Lewes, scored 4 goals, kept another clean sheet. How pleased were the team with that? Yeah, I think Lewes are a strong side that earlier in the season they held us to a draw at home, which was, I think at the time we felt disappointed by that, but I think we prepared well for the game.
And then when it mattered, everybody showed up. Obviously, Jade Pennick scoring a hat-trick is very helpful for her when she does that for us. And then everybody did their job, so we had our game plan, had our tactics, and everybody executed. And that's something that, if everybody's showing up in the day, we'll win a game. And we did that day.
And for the team, it was particularly important to return to winning ways in the Championship. Did that result against Everton in the FA Cup feel like a turning point for the team?
I think so. We've tried to be consistent as possible, and the Everton game was great for us. We can show up against the WSL team, and so if we're doing that, why can't we do the same against Championship teams as well? Again, for the Everton team, everyone stepped up their game, and if they had an opponent they were up against, they made sure that they won their battles, and then we managed to also, I think Jade converted for a goal as well, and that's all we need to do is win our individual battles, and we'll come out on top on the day. And to have that game and do well, and people perform so well, we fortunately took that straight into the league, and hopefully it can continue on.
And we have a big game coming up this weekend against London City, a team who we've already played twice this season, and I know the team have been disappointed in both the performances on those days. I imagine there's a lot of desire for the team in this one to really right the wrongs of those performances. Yeah,
definitely. I think leading up into this game, we just want to make sure that we kind of give ourselves a good account and show ourselves well. I think for the previous 2 games, none of us have been satisfied with how we've played, I think. So I think that's the first thing, is just we need to be proud of our performance and put everything into that game. And I think everybody's preparing this week that that's going to be the case. So we just need to make sure that we're as ready as we can be. We obviously kind of give respect to London City. They've been doing really well this season. We want to disrupt it as much as possible, so hopefully we show up.
And finally, in games like these, how important will the support of the fans be at St Andrews?
Yeah, I mean, the home advantage for us is massive. I think the crowds have been getting bigger and bigger, especially going into the Championship. You didn't know if it would change, but actually we've still had a really, really good, strong crowd. This is the game that we need them there for, so they'll be more important than ever, and especially if we can have them there, it will help us give that extra boost that we need to when we're playing against a really good side.
Perfect. Thanks for your time, Harriet.
That's okay. Thank you.